Okay, bro, pretty much the same thing today. Kinda not really anxious, but I was not feeling social. Yeah, there was this awkward moment because I saw like my ex-classmate, she's a girl, and she's like a receptionist. So I went to her, smiling, hey, what's up? And I like went to fist bump her and the girl that was sitting right next to her. But as I did this, she was like looking kind of weird, and the ex-classmate too is like, she asked like, "Are you 50?" or something like that. And I just stumbled over my words, and it was kind of weird. And it's interesting because I wonder if you are social, like let's say there is an archetype of somebody that I want to be with on the same level with my social skills. What would that guy do in that situation? If he was 100% confident, social, without any anxiety, what would he do? I don't know. I don't have any role model, that's the word, in my life like that. So yeah, and then pretty much not much happened. I did hit a 60 kg overhead press. That's that's pretty cool. It was sitting overhead press, but it still counts. I hope so, at least. But I did realize something, that why are you feeling anxious? Why are you not feeling social? It's weird because on some days you do, on some days you don't. Why is that? You are still the same person, but your beliefs are different on those individual days. How can you change your belief? Visualize yourself being social, being successful in those social interactions, and you will be. So this is something that I want to do from now on. Before the gym, do like a quick visualization, and a bit longer, maybe in the morning or evening, maybe both. And also I have found out that I have severely what's the word, disrespected meditation. Because man, I used to meditate for how long it was, like at least 30 minutes every single day, which is a lot. I think I had 1 hour on the first day of my monk mode, which, yeah, bro, we are not talking about that. But since that day, I was just not feeling it. Right? You can go watch those videos. I was just watching YouTube all day. I did 1 minute of meditation just to keep my streak alive, bro. How pathetic is that? A lot, but too much pathetic, bro. That's not even English. You know what I'm trying to say. It's very pathetic. And it's almost like disrespectful to the habit, because the point is that you become more mindful of your thoughts, and instead of doing the habit, you are watching YouTube, and then just for 1 minute do the meditation session, as if that is going to disregard the damage that you have caused on yourself because of these stupid ass videos. So yeah, more meditation from now on, because when I did meditate, I was first of all feeling much better. I did not feel anxious, and that is the thing. I felt anxious today, yesterday, and the reason I know that is mostly because I'm recording these videos, and I think what I'm going to talk about in these videos, because this is like a journal for me, right? So even when I'm in the gym, I'm okay. This I don't know if that is really true, or maybe I was mindful. Who cares? But probably I would not be mindful enough to notice that I am feeling anxious, and I would be just like, whatever. It's just a normal state. And days would pass, I would not be more social because I have this anxiety that I did not took care of. But now that I know that I have it, okay, bro, I have lost the train of thought. Pretty much, do more meditation, feel less anxious. Even if you feel anxious, you'll be mindful, you can reduce the anxiety because it's based on nothing. And if you visualize as well, yeah, that's the best combination. First of all, you do mindfulness, you do meditation, so you notice the situation when you feel stressed, when you feel anxious, and then you visualize yourself in those situations, not being anxious and being super social and confident. Guess what will happen? Exactly. You'll be more mindful of those situations, and then you'll be more confident in those situations that will happen the next days. So yeah, that is the new plan. Meditate more and visualize more. Yeah, and also I want to talk to you about my chronic pains. I would not really call them injuries, let's call them chronic pains. So, where do I even start? I have right side of my lower back, left side of my middle back, my upper back is completely wrecked, left shoulder, left wrist, left elbow. Yeah, that is it. 6 chronic pains that I have. And that took away a lot from my ability to train and enjoy the training, especially of doing, well, pretty much anything upper body, right? Because when I was doing overhead presses, shoulder presses, that does take a big demand on traps, and when they are just tight overall, they are not going to feel better. And I used to get tweaked so often. On 1 week, I tweaked twice on the same spot, which was brutal. And it's like you cannot really move the neck. Yeah, that was fucking. Anyways, I did go to physiotherapy, and from that day, or there, I did not get tweaked, which was like half a year, which is great, but still upper traps kept on being tight, middle back, lower back pain, the hips wrecked. Like just by walking, I felt this weird pain in my left hip when extending the leg like backwards, if you get what I'm trying to say. And the entire point of me telling you this is that I have started working on it, and I have figured out a couple of English, yeah, a couple of fixes. So, trainer psoas. What I did is just lay on my back, have my legs like up in the air, and do pretty much this with your legs. Okay, and you will strengthen the psoas. Ideally, you would have your legs straight and your lower back like glued to the floor. When you see your lower back arching, that is not a good sign, and you should bend your legs more so that it's an easier exercise, and progressively overload. That is how I started, and it was really hard. As of today, I have recorded my PRs. I did 3 sets of 14 or 1 set of 15. Wasn't No, actually I did a set of 20, I don't know, like a week ago. But since I have started doing it more often and doing it maybe more cleanly, I don't know. Yeah, it went out to 14. Yeah, maybe just to not start so high, start lower, and keep my form clean, be mindful of the exercise, and then progressing. So yeah, that. But then I realized that my glutes are just weak, and it's not. And this is interesting because it's not just training your glutes like on squats or walking lunges, which I found was the problem. I could do walking lunges, I could do squats, I could do all of those stuff, and No, the thing where I realized that I don't have problem in my glutes were the walking lunges, because I did them and I felt my glutes being sore the next day, and it was like 25 kilo like sandbag that you put on your back. So that's more than enough weight, I would suppose, to keep your posture intact, right? If you can do exercise and have the muscle sore, then that is probably a good sign. If you, what I'm trying to say is that it was not purely quads, right? The glutes did their work and did it good, so they are not the problem. Except they were, because when I tested glute bridges, just your own body weight, I could not do one single glute bridge on one leg, and you should be able to do like 15 or 20 or something like that. And that is when I realized, or ChatGPT told me, is that you can have muscle being strong either as a compound, it doesn't really make sense, or that it is strong in stretch position and is super weak in what's the opposite of stretched? Yeah, bro, what's the comment down below if you know, because I cannot remember right now. Bro, it's going to bug me right now. Hold on, squeezed, right? Yeah, so I started training that, and I'm also on 3 sets of 14 with both legs, and then I will transition to single leg when I get it to better, decent strength. And the left shoulder, I've started doing these, external rotations, and I have also found out that the left shoulder is super weak. I don't know why. I have no idea. But also the scapula, like left side just feels weird for some reason. And I think it may be just going from the bottom up, right? The weak psoas, weak glute, I believe it was weaker on the left side, and that just, changes your body from bottom up. So even if you are just standing straight, your body forces may apply it as if you have scoliosis, which I believe was the case. Probably not complete scoliosis, but signs of it. And yeah, this started to help. I still do have a clicky shoulder, but it's better. It's better, and I think it will be more better the longer I do this. So yeah. As for the elbow and the wrist, I think the problem is the same, which is like a weak extensor on the forearm. And bro, today when I was training, I got such a big lump right here. Yeah, and the fucking wrist, I do have a fucking ganglion cyst. Not right now, it's not popping, but somewhere over here. If I overtrain my wrist, it pops, You can Google what ganglion cyst is, and it's not great, especially when doing grippers. And it sucks, because all the exercises that I love doing, I have a chest expander, like spring chest expander by Robert Barban, you can check that out, and doing like this horizontal pull aparts, great exercise for traps and all that, but it's the shoulder just started clicking. It did not before, but then it started for some reason, and on more springs, so more tension, it was painful. Yeah, so that is for chest expander. And with these hand grippers, I get a fucking ganglion cyst. And today when I was doing hammer curls, I got lump over here, but it was probably nothing reoccurring, maybe nothing chronic, just swelled, and it'll be probably okay. But yeah, I need to take care of this. I don't really know how. I may have a hint, is to, just grab a barbell and just do this, because I found out it's that the wrist is super weak in this position as well. The worst thing is that it's still clicking, which is not a good sign that I should do this. But like, what the fuck else am I supposed to do, right? I also trained with the rice bucket. So yeah, bro, we'll see. So yeah, quite a longer video, but sometimes in the future, when I will be, more, I will have more subscribers, whatever, people look back to this video, they will see the fucking shit that I went through with the chronic pains, and hopefully some of you will take advice, and some of you will be, oh damn, I have the same problem, and start doing the exercises and heal themselves. Bro, I don't know why, but I feel like I have so much deeper voice. It feels like the throat is just giving out. So yeah, bro, that is it for today. Take care, and I will see you see you fucking tomorrow.